Hello, today we're going to be reviewing the Rokinon 14mm f2.8. Now, I recently just got this lens. It's been about a week and I haven't done extensive testing on it yet, but so far I like this lens a lot. Now, when I needed wide shots, I used to use my kit lens, a 16-50, but it only went to like 3.5. But since I got this lens, I don't ever have to use it. And this is a f2.8, and with that speed booster that I have, fuck the air conditioning. Since I have the speed booster on the camera, it basically turns this to a f2 or f1.8. I don't really know how the mathematics work in here. I'm sorry about that. I didn't graduate high school. I'm not that bright. Sorry. You're basically getting a lot more light, and this is a fuck ton wider. You thought that the 18 to 55 was wide? Have you seen this yet? I could fit my goddamn whole plantation in this goddamn lens right here. So I think this is one of the best purchases that I've made. And speaking of purchases, this lens was purchased for $280 on Amazon. So it was not that expensive considering what it can do. Now, one thing that might be a turnoff for this lens and might stop you from buying it is its manual, and there's no electronics whatsoever. Not a single ounce of electricity will go through this lens because guess what? All manual controls. The aperture and the focus. And the focus is nice and smooth, but the throw is fucking long as shit. See, look at this. Look at this. Oh, you thought it was done? Nope, it's not done. It's almost like 270 degrees, which is ridiculous for a wide angle lens. I would just needed maximum 180 degrees, and even still that would have been too much. Another bad thing I don't like about it is there's some vignetting, but to be honest, I would probably add that amount of vignette in post, rather it be videos or let's say a selfie from the internet. I would add a little bit of vignette, but it's already pretty much built in, and with the speed booster, it's kind of permanent. So, I mean, it's not too bad. It sometimes shows up. Most of the time it doesn't. So, I'm not complaining. And I'll tell you that when you're at f2.8, it's not completely sharp. It has a little bit of some softness. But once you go to f4, then it'll look pretty good. But still, I'm not really complaining. I still like this lens a lot. What else don't I like about this lens? Oh, you cannot put ND filters or polarizers, anything. You can't really put filters on this lens because you just can't. It's gonna cost like $100 to get mounted, and then it's gonna cost another $100 for your filters because it's gonna need like the 4x4. And I'm just saying, filters are not an option with this goddamn lens right here. But that's, I guess, all the negatives that I could really think of about this lens. Now, I did tell you that this lens is super duper wide because it does fit on your full frame cameras. That 18 to 55 will not fit on your full frame camera. So this is much wider. This is crazy. And also the distortion isn't too prevalent at all unless you're really doing a lot of vertical paint, unless you're really gonna not like this lens. But I mean, if you're being a pixel peeper, go ahead, pixel peep all you want. And to be honest, if you don't want distortion pretty much at all, then you will want the Laowa lens from Venus Optics. That's a 12mm and f2.8, but it has no distortion at all. You can't buy it yet because you have to pre-order it, and it costs about $1,000. So value, it might be your value, but that's too expensive for me. I could afford it, but then I wouldn't be able to get the other lenses that I need and pretty much be able to eat for a whole year. So you gotta cut corners somewhere. But overall, I like this lens. It's super wide, super unique, and it works really good on like a steady cam, a glide cam, or any type of stabilizer because it's kind of smooth already, even without image stabilization. So that's pretty much all I can really say about this lens. I think you should buy it. It's the best purchases. Oh my God, again, you're just seeing how illiterate I am, how stupid I am. But if you really want an ultra wide, fast lens for your full frame camera, this is perfect. And it doesn't have much distortion. It doesn't really have that many negatives that really matter. You just have to learn how to work around them, and you're good. So bye, bitch.